shot. Don't mess up your shot. Just trying to double back. You know, trying to double back on me.
I'm not trying to double back.
I said, I looked at because like you texted me and I'm like, okay, well she said she got a man, so I'm like, well she wanted to text you because like when I messaged you, I didn't read your profile or anything. I would just you know what I'm saying just I do my check in with you. So when you had told me you had a man, I said, okay, let me take a little step back. Um, and then when you were there, I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
No, I like to be respectful in my relationship, but I didn't feel like you
Well, if you're my lady, you ain't responding. You gonna look at the message and keep it moving. You ain't gonna handle. Oh
so
yeah.
so you're different, right?
Yes.
I just kind of like just up and leave a state and then like did not really explain what was happening. So I feel like you deserve that. That's all. And you were still respectful. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't be mad about stuff like that. I don't know. Some people say I'm nonchalant, but I try not to be.
And that's so gentle for you. I think those little gentle are yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do need to soften up just a tad bit.
I can't. What you mean?
Like,
you ain't need give it a chance to reach. You ain't need get a chance to reach that side yet.
like I'm talking about like maybe some flowers, maybe like open the door type of thing, like just a little something.
I ain't need get a chance to. We walk. Why ain't need get a chance to do any of that? That's
Mm.
why I was saying get to know me. You ain't need to give me a chance to even get to really get to know me. Like, let's be honest. You ain't really
Yeah, I mean,
besides
that's
social
good.
media, like that's about it.
Okay, but you can agree that we had a connection. You
Yeah,
agree?
yeah,
Okay then.
yeah. We busy, savvy people, and you look good, I look good, and we come to a common ground.
Right. So we have similar mindsets and we have similar wants and needs. So we have a connection.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no line there. I ain't gonna lie about that. So that's what you wanna know, yeah.
I'll I'll fly out to see you this weekend if you want to see me this weekend. I'll fly out to see you.
Cause next weekend, right? You said next week. You just
Yes.
said this weekend.
Yes. I know I keep
'Cause
saying
this
that.
weekend is
So
this already the weekend.
yeah, yeah. So I'm talking about the 29th.
I get what you're saying. The next weekend, yeah.
Yeah, that's the weekend I'm talking about. I'm talking about 29th.
Okay. Cool with me. That way you can get some of my cooking. I'll cook for you.
Yeah.
Breakfast in bed.
That sounds good to me. I'm looking for it. How's the weather up there? I heard y'all having like crazy storms.
It been kind of cool. It was cool today. It wasn't no real storms. It is. No, it's just gonna be 70s, and let me see. If you come next weekend, it's gonna be 77, so it's gonna be good weather. Next weekend is straight 77 and low 59, so it's like we getting into that time where it's like it's finna be cool, get cool. So once the 70s like start to get the low 70s and 60s, then we know fall season or winter season. So bring yourself up. Go somewhere nice, get some drinks and some music.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Absolutely.
They supposed to be having something this weekend. I'm gonna go there tomorrow. I wish I would have had some fucking cars. I'm supposed to have cars and they throw this shit every year. Supposed to have some fucking cars. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. Cause I'm supposed to be in the middle of rebranding. Once I get my license and then get registered with the state and get a minorities thing, I was gonna go ahead and do my rebrand and change my company name.
Okay, so we change your name to.
I have no fucking clue. As a die as a because I mean in the sales world, affordable doesn't fit for the kind of clientele that I want. So that's why I haven't like. If you see me, I don't mind advertising to people who really don't got it or who can scrape up money to it, afford it. But once I get this license, baby girl, I don't give a fuck if you can afford it or not. My shit gonna be what the price is. Whether that should be 15,000 or 20,000,
Oh.
it's gonna be like set in place. I'm gonna have certain things set in place. Like as far as financing, people can't afford it. We could get you set up on a 15-year deal. You paying $200, $150 a month.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I'm headed to. So I just gotta get this little fucking paperwork, and then I can do the shit. So I gotta study. So I'm gonna study all this first of the month, study all first of the month, and take my test in November or December. So that's why I'm not outside and all that right now. I'm trying to like buckle down.
I mean, you've been in grind mode, so.
I have this summer. I've been to Grandma. I haven't did any trips all this summer. I went to just Atlanta and just California. That's it. Got all my highlights for summer. Saved up some coins and my bills paid. I really ain't really worried about too much. Besides paying my taxes, that's part of my shit. That's my highlight.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good move. Just stay grounded.
Pretty much.
So I've always admired your drive. You know the company that I work for, have you heard of Food Tours?
Fleet Core was that? What's,
SLEETCOR.
what's that?
That's the company I work for. They, I'm in the travel lodging division. So I can get businesses like travel discounts, I guess you can say. For like hotels,
Oh yeah. You did say that. You did say that. Fleet Core, yeah.
hotels, air and cars. So that's what I do.
So when they travel and stuff, they already got it like already.
Yeah, I'm like their account manager. So I sell it and I'm the account manager.
So yeah, they're making 3.4 billion a year. That company.
Well, yeah, I only go up to 50 million is my cap.
And they're based out of Atlanta.
Yeah, not even anywhere in the U.S. But yeah, the company's based out of Atlanta. Yeah, they have they have an Atlanta location and they have a Wisconsin location. They're sending me to they're actually sending me to Wisconsin in October. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're trying to figure out how to reset everything. Oh my goodness. Come on. Let's check. We gotta hit on the back. Look. Yeah, unplug it. Why the TV not working at 80 inch? You hear me?
Uh,
I said, why the 80 inch TV not working? Go ahead, plug it back in.
what's wrong with the TV?
It got dis it got disconnected from the internet for some reason. So I'm trying to get him back on the internet. But I think it got disconnected when we hit that router that one day. Remember when you hit the router? Yeah, when it fell. I think that's when it disconnected from the router. So we have to figure out how to put it back on
Oh,
the
you're trying to
internet.
connect the internet? That's a smart TV?
Yeah.
Trying to connect it.
It's a smart TV, but the other day he hit the router and it knocked out my TV too, and I had to reconnect it. But this TV is an LG, so I don't really know how to connect the internet back on it.
Should be somewhere in the settings where you can just
That's what I was saying. It should be just settings, right?
it settings and network. You should see your connections too.
Well, the whole thing didn't pop up, so let's see. Yeah. So now you know if the internet goes out, just unplug it. He just unplugged it. Mitchell just unplugged it. So this looks like the internet went out because he knocked the router. So yeah. And you know what's crazy? Really.
Mm.
And you know what's crazy is when I was at the nail salon, my son was here.
Uh-uh.
And I had to walk back from the nail salon. I didn't have my key to the house. So I had to ask Mitchell to open up the door.
I believe Mitchell sick of your shit.
Huh?
I believe Mitchell sick of your shit. you sick. You sick of your shit for real.
What?
Sick of your shit.
He's a trooper. Mitchell's a trooper. He's definitely mature for his age because I texted him like, hey, can you, can you open the door? Like,
What is it?
no, he walked down to open the door for me. He was like, where's the key? I said, it's in the house somewhere. I had to laugh from crying. You know what I'm saying? I had to laugh from crying.
They got laugh from crying.
No, I said I had to laugh to keep from crying.
Oh,
Something like that. You know?
for sure.
Because kids, they know stuff.
They know.
They still stuff, right?
Yeah.
He barely ever watches that TV, the 80-inch. And now you know summer gone. Now he out there watching it.
He know Brian coming back.
Huh?
He must know Brian coming back. It's his TV now.
Right. He's like, well, my mom don't watch it. I don't watch it. There's a TV in my room. So now he kind of take this for it. That's what that is. He's trying to take this for it. But yeah. No, my homegirl went there for the bathroom. What happened? So she saw I changed my size to single. I didn't change my size to single. She just not seeing that. She was like, I thought you were going back to Philly to rekindle your relationship. Girl, only if you knew. You know it's none of them over here. Oh, I thought we were doing something good. Nah. At least I got food groceries for the house. Yeah, I was good all the time. You hear me? Do you need the right one? Do you need to have the right one? Watch these or no? But that's what it is.
What? What
He
is?
know he come. He know he ain't coming back.
Yeah, he
He
got
claimed this.
on me. He got his feet cocked up on that motherfucker.
Huh?
Don't let him hook the gang system to it. It's over. Shit's over. This shit now. He been that bitch every day. Big toe out and everything.
He never watches that TV. This is the first night I've ever seen him out in the living room, actually on the TV.
He had to make sure. Now he finna be out there with his friends on that Call of Duty.
It is what it is. As long as he's happy, he's not even asking about himself. I don't want him asking about him.
You don't?
No, I mean, they wasn't even around that long. He wasn't around him that long. Because he works overnights. He goes to work at like 6. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then comes home at like 2. And my son is sleeping around there. Good. Good boy. Packing your bag to come to Charlotte.
Huh?
I'm gonna pack your bag to come to Valentine. Hey, did you see that new resort that they opened up for Valentine? Did you see it?
Talk about the Valentine Hotel.
No, it's another resort where they have like a swim up pool, some other shit. It's a Valentine. They just opened it, and I just learned about it like a couple days ago. I was like, oh shit. That seemed like it was good.
I don't know. I be minding my business over here, man.
Oh yeah, I know you get a lot of business. Yeah, I definitely know you get a lot of business. Sure. Sure, for sure, you get a lot of business. Dude, who's gonna put this furniture together? I got a coffee table, I got a TV stand, fine. And it's sitting in the middle of my dining room.
If I ain't over there, baby, we'll take us up to Lowe's, get you one of them little woman's starter packs.
Huh?
Get you one of the little woman starter packs with the tool and drill. I seen you something from Amazon. It comes with
What?
the drill set and the
Oh,
screwdriver.
drill set?
Yeah.
See, I don't like putting stuff together.
Well, now's the time. That should be therapy to you. That's your therapy session right there. That's your
I can do it with my I can do it with my son. He likes doing that stuff.
There y'all go. That's your healing. That's your healing. I want y'all to put something together while y'all bond together. There you go. Show him how to work some tools because he's a boy, so he should be learning about tools and shit and getting off the damn game.
No, he likes tools. He likes tools.
Okay, well, go ahead and get a little tool set. So
Yeah. Yeah, he likes tools. He's all into that stuff. Yeah, he's into putting stuff together. He put his desk together. That's in his room. He got a desk. He put his chair together. So he does like like small stuff. Easy stuff, right?
yeah.
So I'll ask him to do it, and I'll just tell him, hey, follow directions. And he does it. So, I mean, as long as he's happy and not saying, hey, where are you at? I'm just tired of lying to my son, saying, hey, he moved.
Ooh, no.
He moved.
You wild.
He got a new job. I be saying stuff like that. Like I be saying, oh, he got a new job in the state. He'll be back a couple of weeks, and they always come back anyway. So it's like it kind of makes sense. But they always come back. That's what I'm saying. He's not gone forever. He'll eventually reach up. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like I'm not gonna take him back because that's fucked up. You leave at the nail salon, and then I come back and your shit is gone. That's crazy. That's fucked up. I think how he did it hurts more than the actual breakup. For real, for real. Because I would have been okay with the breakup if we would just sat down and talked about it. But the fact that he that he packed his shit like as if I'm some abusive type of chick or I'm some type of crazy type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not the argumentative type. I'm the talkative type. Like I want to talk about it. I want to figure it out together. I want to find a solution. But if you're the controlling type, where it's like it has to be all about you, that's where we budge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where we budge. But I'm gonna get back in the gym and get all sexy too. Because I've been slacking. Because, you know, I've been making home cooked meals and shit.
There you go. That's your therapy. That's your therapy.
Oh, you my gym? Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I can put on that much weight, but you know, I can see the thickness around my stomach a little bit. Cause I still fit all my clothes. So I don't feel like I'm putting on that much weight. But I'm definitely gonna hit the detox. Get back in that room. Because, you know, we all like to eat. Men like to eat. And I like to cook. So I don't have anything wrong with that. You like steak?
A little bit. I've been staying away from it.
Yeah, I know red meat. But red meat is good around the wintertime.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, to do the honors.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
I'm on, right? 12.
Right to the air is Burrow. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Now Burrow.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And all the way in. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 31 yards. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
It ain't fit in the program.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
see a fire car in the parking lot the whole time the shit got replay.
In motion, Hill. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. Right there, we're about to break a big one.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11 MT. 11.
Burrow will throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Come on. Hurry.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bengals take over
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I've been distracted by that because I wanted to stay away from it. You know, the little for goal, the ride or die goal, you know what I'm saying?
You got it in you, but just for the wrong people.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Yeah.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half and several different guys. There he goes, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a 1st. 17-0 our score after 1.
That's the least you can do for me putting on shenanigans. Like that, just under the phone. I heard that.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15-yard line.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Dolphins 1st down.
And they'll run it here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's get set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now off to the races down the right side. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, two.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
108 yards.
yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hurry!
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A 26-yard attempt.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
It depends. If you're paying all the bills, then that's pretty more like
Charlie Jones now from his end zone.
Paying all the bills.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Created this lifestyle with this guy, so you want to keep it. Attachments.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ball!
There he goes right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I'm about to see about my kids. If I don't get them, man, I'm just really chilling. I might go to the Go Festival in South Park. Go Festival Park.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Barrios. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
I'm above that, but it's like, thank God, but there's a lot of jobs out here that want to offer 40, you know?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon God. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off.
I'm about to lay it down. I'm tired. I haven't taken a nap or anything all day today. I just worked straight through.
Looks like you need a good rest and reset. I'm not to think about that. Sorry, nigga.
Hell no. Both of my lights are on too. I ain't playing.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Get the rest tonight.
Bengals nothing. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Good rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to at least get one score back.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Bengals 8.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Running the counter with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Yo, Jet, hurry up, soft ass nigga.
Hey, bro, why you just don't quit,
Bitch,
bro?
hurry up.
Why you don't quit, bro? What the fuck going on?
Yeah, hurry up, man.
Why the fuck you just don't quit? Why you don't quit, bro? What the fuck? Fuck is you still playing for, bro? I done talk. I'm doing some else, bro. Quit, nigga.
That shit box now, fuck nigga. That shit box, pussy nigga. That shit box, fuck boy. Come do it now.
Huh? It's Bob. What are you talking about?
Yeah, do it now, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you ain't go nowhere. You went backwards, stupid ass boy.
Original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. goes left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 64 yards. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. They'll try and run it here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
How you take this background off this wild, but
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes.
wow, he quit. Why this man won't quit, bro? He's acting weird. There you go. Yeah. Took him a minute to quit, bro. That was crazy. I got that Wildcat logo up in there, man. Y'all know what's real up in this motherfucker. When I'm trying to get that white background off that logo, man. How do I get that white logo background off that logo? Let me fix that while I'm doing this right here. Let me smoke this blunt and talk to y'all for a little second. You got Big Wildcat up in here, man. Big Wildcat. Y'all see #1 Wildcat expert in the motherfucking world. Yes, sir. The Wildcat God. Let me see if I can take that background off of him, man. Wildcat Woody is back in the flesh of the flesh. In the flesh. Number one. Number one. Number one. Number one. All right, let's see if I can take the fucking background out. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's see how I can get this image off. Trying to take the background off. I'm unload the image. No, not showing. Hold on, I'm about to see something right quick. Edit the picture right quick. See if I can take that background off the pictures, and then I should be good to go as far as everything else. Taking the background off on the picture. Take the background off the picture right quick. 1 second. Take the background off the motherfucking picture so it can just be the Wildcat. Take the background off the motherfucking picture. Take the background off the motherfucking picture. Take the background off the motherfucking picture. How do you take it down? I don't know what all this shit is. Fuck. If y'all just cool with this shit like that, then we just leave it like that. I ain't got time trying to figure this shit out. Fuck it. Just gonna leave the logo like, cause I'm not using my camera. This is my camera right here. That logo. Let you know it's me. Y'all need to see my pretty face, man. You see, look at this damn image. I do need some Wildcat Raws though. That's my tag. Some Wildcat Raws. How you do your tags? Let's see. Your sound tags. Notifications up here in the corner. Alright, man, let's see how can I do the tags, the sound effect tags. Trying to see how to do my tags in this bitch.
How to add sound effects to Streamlabs OBS. Tossing in sound effects to Streamlabs is like adding extra flair to your show. It's all about spicing things up and giving your audience some audio surprises that'll keep them entertained and engaged. So here's how we're going to do it. So we're just going to add a new source right over
Appreciate
here.
that follow, Samurai.
This time we're going to be using some sounds. We're going to click add source. Alright, and then we're just going to call this 3. We're going to have 3 there first because we're going to be using 3 as our number pad in order to activate it. I'm just going to name it laugh because laugh is what it's going to be. Alright, there you go. So I'm going to be doing this one. Alright, and then I'm going to be closing it. So there we have it. And then we're just going to go here. As you can see, 3 laugh. We're going to activate this one, or we're going to change the settings here. We're going to go to properties, and as you can see here, 3 laugh. We're going to be using monitor and output. There you go. And then we're going to close it. Now we're going to go to hotkeys this time. We're going to be choosing live scene, and then we're going to go here, show 3. We're going to use 3, 3, there you go. So we're going to use 3, number pad 3 in order to activate, and 3 also to hide it. So let's try and check it this time. There you go.
Alright, I'm using my sound key. Get my sound key set.
Alright, that's how it sounds. And again, congratulations. That's how you're going to add sound effects to Streamlabs OBS. And by the way, I would highly suggest to upgrade your to level up your streaming quality and experience. You can save up to $10 of discount right away after clicking on the link in the description box and the comment section below. As always, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like if this helps you out.